Welcome to this death meditation. Practicing a death meditation and coming back over and over to practice gives us a lot more confidence in slipping out of the body and navigating where we need to go next when it is actually our time to die. So I would invite you to join me by finding a comfortable place to lie down. Sinking yourself deep into the floor. And slowing your breathing. Relaxing all the muscles in your body. And finding yourself on what would be the last day of your earth life. Knowing that this day has been approaching and it's not a big surprise. The room being a little bit glowing, a little bit misty, a little bit surreal. Maybe there are loved ones gathering around. People making you comfortable. Feel the body. Relaxing the body. This holy home, this holy structure that has housed our awareness for many, many years. Lots of the time we've just assumed that this is all that we were, the body, but now it's becoming a little obvious as the body is starting to shut down that we are still ourself. We still have awareness despite a slowing body, and if anything, that awareness is getting bigger and clearer. Giving a final thanks to this body for everything that it's done. And bringing the focus to the light body. The light body is a translucent, wispy, misty sheath that houses our awareness. And this light body is going to support us and carry us out of the physical body after the physical body dies. How does the light body appear to you? How does it feel? How does it seem? Some people describe it as having rainbow prisms, the way a raindrop does when the sun shines on the raindrop. Clear, but with a form and with fluid edges. And now oriented in the light body, we're fine to take our last breath. Taking a deep breath in and out with our physical body. And releasing the light body from the physical body up through the top of the head. We are still us, we are still ourselves, and we are still in full perception In fact, it's more of a 360-degree perception from our light body. And still hovering here in the room, again, noticing our physical body that is now in a final state of rest. Loved ones who might be confused, grieving, unsettled. That they also knew that this day was coming and they've been preparing in their own ways. Noticing that being in the light body is just how it sounds, very, very light. And without our energy going to move around and lift up our limbs, our heavy muscles, there is a massive sense of freedom. There's no more tension, for that was held in the physical body. No more anxiety. And no more fear and trepidation about our impending physical death. It's complete now. You've done it. And taking a last glance at the room, taking in that final scene, you know you've said everything that needed to be said. All final conversations have been had. The last hug, kiss, smile, and squeeze of the hands have all been completed. It's complete. What was your name? He or she, their story is completed now. There's nothing to add or take away to that story. Coming to Earth and experiencing and learning what he or she came to experience. Now it's time for rediscovery, reconnecting, and greater understanding outside of the 3D material realm. But what a change. Without all the physical, emotional, spiritual, mental heaviness of the physical body, it's so fluid. And this can be a little unusual, a little uncomfortable maybe. And it's okay. That's normal. You're in the right place as you rise slowly above the room. You're not going to be lost. No one gets lost. Who's looking forward? Noticing again your light body. The edges being a little fluid, a little misty, but still, it's the structure for your awareness at this point of the journey. You're in the right place. And rising in your light body with your focus above the building. There's a vast world a vast universe. And now it's time to use our focus to keep going towards any light source, any guides, any angels or ancestors. And the wonderful thing about using our awareness in the light body is we can move towards things by focusing on them, even if it's a bit new for us. And as we move towards guidance, towards light, we notice that one aspect of us does remain, and that is our heart. Not our physical heart, but the essence of our heart, which is connected to the great heart of the universe. For out here in the luminous fields, love, when focused on, is everywhere. Beauty is everywhere. Luminosity is everywhere. In our subtleness now, we're a match for these more subtle, beautiful realms. And maybe you see a deceased relative, maybe you see guardian angels, maybe you see soul family that you even forgot existed while you were on earth. The right guidance and the right support comes to you at the right time as you continue to focus on light and guidance. And here in this luminous dimension where there is a reconnection with the invisible support system that was always there while we were on earth but we couldn't see. Maybe minutes of earth time, hours, months, or even years pass as our awareness and our light body connects and reunites with soul family. This reunion is the greatest ever relief. For here, you're understood in your entirety. No words are needed or used. It's all vibration, resonance, recognition, and merging. Realizing that a lot of the feelings of isolation, loneliness, separateness, well, in the human body, had to do with being disconnected temporarily from this great soul connection with the great soul family. And however long it takes, even though there's no time in this dimension, when the light body and the perception seems to be more balanced and more attuned and returned to this home vibration, now It's time for learning, time for understanding, time for reviewing what needs to be reviewed. All at the right time for your soul, and the guidance in these higher realms knows exactly where you need to go, knows exactly what you need to see, and what might need to be reviewed. But there's no fear in this, for you remember who you are, and you remember that you are always held and understood. There's such a great remembering out here in the God worlds. Remembering the ancient stories of creation, long before humans recorded history. Remembering ourselves as puzzle pieces, sons, daughters, reflections of divinity. This is where we fit. This is where we're understood. This is where we get rebalanced. And this is where we are able to return to greater levels of love and greater truths that our human body couldn't comprehend. For up here in our light body, we now recognize that on earth there was such a curtain, such a forgetfulness. And we understand now all of the reasons for that, even though they were not making sense when we were on earth. And here, never alone, we realize that aloneness, again, was another earth thing. Separation being only an illusion. Layers and layers of letting go. Layers and layers of reconnection with the eons, reconnection with all of the characters we've ever been, seeing how they all fit together and they're all connected and they all make sense up here. And feeling all around us, sensing all around us at all times, vibrations of love, vibrations of unity, and all that is divine. Sometimes feeling very personal, sometimes feeling like a loving mother, sometimes feeling like a wild wind. Divinity can take so many shapes and forms, and we can perceive divinity in so many different ways up here in the light body. What a place. And after passing through many dimensions, many learnings, many releasing of any imprints that needed to get released, with the full support of divinity, perhaps we move our light body into higher learning in celestial schools or seas and oceans of bliss. Maybe we're returning to Earth, now fully rebalanced and recalibrated for another incarnation, up for a new challenge. And if we do come back to Earth, knowing that we'll be returning less dense, less heavy in our emotions and mentality, for much purification and clearing has happened since our last life. And if we do return, we pledge once again to remember love, to remember courage, and remember the essence of who we are beyond the veil. And here and now, back to today, coming back into the body, breathing, moving fingers and toes, grounding fully into the body, imagining roots into the earth. We have practiced, and every practice we do like this prepares us and molds us into being ready when it's really time to go. Before getting on and continuing with your day, spend a few moments grounding, feeling your skin, feeling your muscles, maybe shaking a little bit, becoming fully present again. And once again, thank you for doing this great work.